Hello children, today we are going to discuss assignment of class 9th and assignment 2. In this our topic is vectors. The first question of the assignment is the resultant of two forces is 5 newtons when they are at right angle and the resultant is root 13 newton when they are at 120 degrees. What are the forces? See how to find the resultant of two forces. Let us assume there are two forces F1 and F2. The resultant of these two forces F1 and F2 is says some resultant F. For example, here I have a force F1 and another force F2. The resultant of these two forces is F. So, how to find the resultant of the forces? The formula to find the resultant is F equal to under root F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. So, this is the formula to find the resultant of the two forces. See, the resultant is 5 Newton when they are at right angle. Right angle means theta is 90 degrees. So, what is the value of cos 90 degrees? Cos 90 degrees is 0. If cos 90 is 0, this term will go to 0. So, the resultant is 5 Newtons when theta is 90 degrees. So, squaring on both sides we will get 5 square equal to 29, that is F1 square plus F2 square. So, this is our equation that we remember this value. Let us say this is equation number 1. Now, the resultant is root 13. The resultant is root 13 when the angle between the forces is 120 degrees. So, if we substitute 120 degrees in this formula, cos 120 degrees, the value of cos 120, how to find the value of cos 120? Cos 120 equal to cos 90 plus 30. Cos 90 plus 30 will give you minus sin 30. What is the value of minus sin 30? Minus 1 by 2. If we substitute minus 1 by 2 in the same formula, we will get resultant root 13. So, this resultant is root 13 and the formula we can write as F1 square plus F2 square minus F1 F2. See this, here cos 120 is minus 1 by 2, that 1 by 2 and 2 will get cancelled, the remaining function will become minus F1 and F2. So, squaring on both sides this will become 13 equal to under root F1 square plus F2 square minus F1 F2. Right. So, here we have the value of F1 square plus F2 square. If we substitute the value here, we will get 13 equal to 25 minus F1 F2. From this we can write the value of F1 F2, that is equal to 25 minus 13. 25 minus 13 will give you 12. So, we know the value of F1 F2. Let us say this is equation number 2. So, here we got two equations by substituting the respective values. Now, by using these two equations, we are going to find the values of F1 and F2. Let us see. See, we got the value of F1 square plus F2 square as 25 and F1 F2 as 12. Now, I am going to write the value of a very simple formula, that is A plus B whole square. Simply I can write F1 plus F2 whole square equal to, we know, F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2. If you substitute these values, what is the value of F1 square plus F2 square? That is 25 plus 2 into what is the value of F1 F2? That is 12. So, if you simplify this, 25 plus 2 into 12, that is 24. We will get this as 49. This is the value of F1 plus F2 whole square. So upon simplifying this, we will get f1 plus f2 equal to square root of 49 will become 7. So this is one more equation we got. Say this is number 3. Now I am going to take another formula, that is f1 minus f2 whole square. So f1 minus f2 whole square equal to f1 square plus f2 square minus 2f1 f2. So this will become, what is the value of this f1 square plus f2 square? That is 25 minus 2 times, what is the value of f1 f2? That is 12. So this is 25 minus 24, you will get 1. So this is the value of f1 minus f2 whole square, right? From this we can write f1 minus f2 equal to 1. Say this is one more equation we got. This is equation number 4. Upon solving this equation 3 and 4, we are going to get the values of f1 and f2. So see here, what is the f1 plus f2? f1 plus f2 equal to 7. What is f1 minus f2? f1 minus f2 equal to 1. So we will solve these two equations. By adding these two equations, we will get f1 plus f1, that is 2f1, that is equal to 7 plus 1, 8. See, plus f2 minus f2 will cancel each other. So from this we can find f1 equal to 8 by 2, that is 4 Newton. Now we got the value of f1. Now how to find the value of f2? See this equation from equation 3. From equation 3, substitute the value of f1, that is 4. 4 plus f2 equal to 7, right? So we got f1 plus f2, that is 7. What is the value of f1? That is 4. 4 plus f2 equal to 7. From this, f2 equal to 7 minus 4, that is equal to 3 Newton. So the value of f1 is 4 Newton and the value of f2 is 3 Newton. Therefore, the answer is third option. So the forces are 3 Newton and 4 Newton. Let's move to the next question. So this is a simple question here. If the resultant of the two vectors I cap plus 2j cap minus k cap, comma, I cap minus j cap plus 2k cap and c bar is a unit vector along y axis, then c bar is dash. So here they are given 3 vectors. So the resultant of all 3 vectors is a unit vector along y axis. For example, let us say this vector as a bar. So this vector a bar equal to I cap plus 2j cap minus k cap, and vector b bar equal to I cap minus j cap plus 2k cap, and we have another vector c bar. The resultant of all these vectors, that is a plus b plus c, a plus a bar plus b bar plus c bar equal to, the resultant of all these vectors is a unit vector along y axis. What is the unit vector along y axis? That is j cap, right? Now the vector c bar we have to going to find, that is equal to j cap minus of, bring this two vectors a and b to the right side, we will get a bar plus b bar. So if you simplify this, j cap minus, so a bar plus b bar, add two vectors. How to add? Add their components, I cap plus I cap, that is 2I cap, right? Now 2j cap minus j cap, 2j cap minus j cap will give you j cap. Now minus k cap plus 2k cap, that will give you 2k cap minus k cap, that will give you plus k cap. So upon simplifying this, we will get j bar minus 2I cap minus j cap minus k cap. Just multiply the negative sign into the bracket. So you will get minus j cap, these will cancel each other. Therefore, minus 2I cap minus k cap. This is the vector c bar. Now, so our option in this is minus 2I cap minus k cap. So option 2 is the correct answer. Now let's move to the next question. This is an interesting question here. An insect moves 3 centimeters towards north, 4 meters towards east and 5 meters vertically up. Then its resultant displacement is. So here we will take this as meter instead of centimeter. Now how to write the vector? How to write the vector here? So let us assume the directions. So this is our north, this is our north and this is our east, right? It is moves 3 meters towards north like this. Sorry. In the question they said that an insect moves 3 meters towards north. Towards north means upward direction. So we will take that as 3j cap. Upward direction is denoted with j cap, unit vector along y axis. Now it moves 4 meters towards east. It moves 4 meters towards east. That is in this direction. That is along x axis. That can be represented as I cap. So that can be written as 4 I cap. Now 5 meters vertically up. 5 meters vertically up means an insect is moving in this plane. It is moving 5 meters vertically up. Vertically up means it is coming out of the screen. For example, you can imagine an ant is crawling on the plane. An ant is, not an ant, an insect. For example, it is crawling on the plane. It is flying. For example, it is flying. It is coming out of the board. So it is coming out of the board means that is along z axis. That is represented as k cap. That is 5 k cap. So this is the vector representation. Say some vector a bar. This is some vector a bar. What is the resultant of this? So the resultant or magnitude of this vector is under root 3x square plus 4x square plus 5x square, right? The magnitude of a vector is given as ax square plus ay square plus az square. So the magnitude of this vector we are going to find the resultant displacement, nothing but. So that is 9 plus 16 plus 25. So this will give you 9 plus 16, 25 plus 25. So 25 plus 25, 50. 50 is nothing but 2 times of 25. So that is 2 into 25. What is the value of square root of 25? 5. So that is equal to 5 root 2 meters. So the resultant is 5 root 2 meters. Our answer is 5 root 2 meters. Let's move to the next question. Now, in this question, very interesting and important question, they given a vector a bar equal to 2i cap plus 3j cap and b bar equal to I cap plus j cap, 1j cap, 1 I cap, 1 j cap. The component of vector a along vector b. They are asking component of vector a along vector b. So let's say we have a vector b like here. We have vector b here and we have vector a like this. They are at some angle theta here. We can resolve these two vectors along their component, along b. Along b it will give you a cos theta. Perpendicular to b it will give you a sin theta. So here what is the vector that is along b? A cos theta. A cos theta is the component along b. So the vector along b is a cos theta. The component of vector along b is a cos theta. In vector form, how to write? What is the direction of b? The direction of b is nothing but its unit vector, that is b cap. So this is what we are going to find here. This is the component of a along b. So the component of a along b. So the component of a along b is given as a cos theta into b cap. A cos theta is the component along b and its direction is given as b cap. Now what is b cap? Unit vector along b can be written as vector by its magnitude. Vector by its magnitude. But how to write this a cos theta? A cos theta we can find by using the scalar product. what scalar product will give you? A bar dot B bar equal to AB cos theta. From this, A cos theta equal to, that is A bar plus B bar upon B, right? Now we can replace this A cos theta as A bar plus B bar upon B into vector B bar upon B, where B is the magnitude of B. Now A bar dot B bar, that is the scalar product of A and B. How to find the scalar product of A and B? Simply multiply the components. What is vector A here? 2i cap, 3j cap. Vector B is I cap plus j cap. So multiply the components. 2 into 1, that is 2, and 3 into 1, that is 3, upon magnitude of B. What is the magnitude of B? Under root 1 square plus 1 square. Under root 1 square plus 1 square is nothing but square root of 2. And what is vector B here? I cap plus j cap upon, again we have magnitude of B, that is again square root of 2. Now finally simplifying, we get 2 plus 3 is 5, root 2 into root 2, root 2 whole square will give you 2. Now this is I cap plus j cap. So this is our answer. This is the component of A along B. So with this question we finished our assignment. We will meet in the next assignment. Thank you.